let's move on to Rookie of the Year, which I do think this class is gonna be pretty good. That's my guess. I feel like there's a lot of good players like Scoot, uh, the Thompson twins. Shout out to Jaime Jaquez. I think he's gonna be great for the Heat. He's definitely gonna get some playing time, since their roster is not as good as last year and they're kind of aging. And
Him at UCLA.
he came from UCLA. He's Latino, so shout out to him. I love seeing
Definitely.
that representation. But for me personally, I think it's a two-man race. It's going to be a two-man race, and it's going to be against the Twin Towers, I guess. Wemby and Chet. I think they're going to be the ones that are going to be fighting for the Rookie of the Year. But for me personally, I'm a sucker for those highlights. I'm going with Wemby. Like his highlights from preseason is insane. We were just talking about what he did against the Warriors, how he like blocked Clay's 3 point attempt, got the ball on the fast break. He paused to let Clay go by. He gave like a good like 3 seconds before he actually dunked it. Before the other defender would come in, he basically made the Warriors look stupid, and the Warriors aren't the only victims either. There was like that crazy play where he was able to grab a steal, even though from like the free throw line, even though he was basically by the 3 point line. Like that man is so long, so agile. He's fast. He's a great defender. He's already proven that already. He's blocking crazy shots, and he's a center. He's like 7'4", but he plays like a guard. His dribbling skills are insane. Again, super fast. The way he could honestly defend guards as well, not just big men. So I honestly think Wemby's gonna be rookie of the year. Definitely a very safe vanilla choice, but I can't. Uh, I can't just. I kind of have to at this point. He's already insane, but of course we have a whole season to look at. But yeah, uh, who do you think is gonna be rookie of the year?
Yeah, so definitely a lot of good candidates out there. I think that Wemby would be the safe pick because he was number one, a lot of highlight plays and very exciting young talent to watch. Of course, Chet is also officially entering his rookie year because he wasn't able to play last year due to that unfortunate injury during that pickup game where he was trying to guard LeBron. That being said, I would put Chet as a candidate for sure, but his health kind of concerns me because he's so skinny. And one may say the same thing about Wemby, which is reasonable, but the fact that Chet is even skinnier and in that one play that he got injured last offseason, LeBron was even trying to slow down a little bit because he didn't want to get him injured. I can only imagine if he tried guarding, like, for example, Giannis on a fast break dunk. That could completely go wrong if he's, like, trying to draw a charge. That being said, I hope he doesn't do that just for his personal safety. Because first off, he needs to bulk up a bit because that body is gonna be tough to last in the league for that long. Like obviously we know like Kevin Durant when he joined the league, he was also really skinny. He still is, but he did bulk up a bit to the point where he's able to at least still play some decent defense and obviously his offense is so elite that it really doesn't matter how skinny he is. So if Chet is able to come up with some like special tricks up his sleeve like KD is able to, then that would be really great. But in the meantime, his slenderness does concern me. So I just don't know how many games he'll last or if I can actually put him as rookie of the year. So I probably would have to move past Chet. But moving forward, I do think that Scoot Henderson is definitely a good option. Like I heard that some people were arguing that maybe he should have been number one over Wemby, which I don't know if true per se, but like he does look like he would be really good. So I don't necessarily blame the people, especially knowing like maybe people were concerned about Wemby's very slenderness, size, kind of like chest situation. Maybe that's the reason why they were more sold on Scoot. But overall, I think Scoot is definitely a good option to potentially winning Rookie of the Year. I think that Brandon Miller is an option too. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the Hornets when they took him over Scoot because I think that Scoot will be better. But I think that he definitely will still be a really good player, and it's possible that he could win the Rookie of the Year if he really impresses the entire league. But I also have a dark horse pick, and I don't necessarily know how likely it will be, but I do think that Grady Dick will be doing some pretty good things for the Raptors. Like, obviously, he's a really good shooter. And I think that he will be a nice add to that team, especially after losing some key pieces like Fred VanVleet in free agency and kind of looking like they're possibly going in a rebuilding direction. I think that he's a nice add to the future if they're trying to get younger. Um, but that being said, at the end of the day, I think it's hard not to pick Wemby as the Rookie of the Year candidate simply due to his explosiveness for making big plays, his great defense, and even how fun of a player he is to watch with all those highlight reels. I just think that it's hard not to pick him, although it is the safe pick. I do believe that it is the right pick.
Yeah, I guess we both agree that Wemby is most likely gonna win it. I like the shout out to Grady Dick. Excuse me. Um, who knows if he's gonna be good on the court, but definitely off the court, he's gonna be a vital vibes guy. He's a goofball. He really is. He's very memeable. He's a funny guy. I was just telling you that he was in the new Adonis Graham music video, Drake's son. He was in
It is wild.
Drake's son's music video, which is yeah wild. So if he's not,
Especially knowing he's only 6 years old, like dang, he's
yeah,
already in the music video for a 6-year-old song.
it's crazy. Not gonna lie, I think the song is trash, but he is six. He is six, so I'll cool it. Uh, but
I
yeah,
still need to give it a listen, but not really expecting much from a 6-year-old soundtrack. At least we get to see some comedy with Grady making a special appearance.
yeah. So yeah, although he's not gonna be my rookie of the year, he might be my goofball of the year. So shout out to Grady.